This is Valley News Live at noon.
Breaking into our newsroom, we now know what caused a multi-dwelling building fire in Wadena that displaced many homes and businesses. The fire was caused by an unattended cigarette container found on the deck portion of the roof by the entryway. As fire crews arrived on scene, the landlord was attempting to put out the fire with an extinguisher before it grew too big and became unable to manage. The high winds helped to accelerate the fuel of that fire, burning the interior hallway of the apartment building. And the fire has been deemed as accidental. Well, we started off with some of the coolest temperatures or the coldest temperatures of the season this morning. Well, we can expect even more cool days ahead. Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green. Hey, Lisa.
Good afternoon. Yes, it's been chilly, late season chill, but it's chilly nonetheless. We're looking at low temperatures for today. Some of us got down into the low 20s. I know these numbers are a little bit small, but Langdon and Hallock got down to 23 degrees. Grand Forks 24, Carrington 23, and Fargo dropped down to 25 degrees. It's been a while since we've seen these kind of numbers. Here's a look at the last time that we had a freezing temperature in Fargo and in Moorhead, May 28th. So it's been more than 5 months. Last day of, again, that freeze until overnight last night and this morning. So finally seeing that 32-degree mark or less in both of those communities, and it's one of the latest times we've seen that freezing temperature here on record. Here's a look at our conditions. Fargo, we're at 40 right now, so we've started to warm up a little. It's still cool out there. In Grand Forks, we're at 39, Jamestown 37, or 38 rather. Bemidji's at 40, but check out Devil's Lake, 34 degrees, just a couple of degrees above freezing here as we head into the afternoon hours. Now, there are a few more clouds over Devil's Lake and that Highway 281 corridor. Other places enjoying more sunshine. There's some of those high, thin clouds that are hanging around here for today, and we may see more of that with increasing cloud cover heading into tonight. Temperatures are going to start their slide after we reach that 45-degree mark. We've got more freezing temperatures tonight, even around 10 o'clock. You can see that 32-degree number. Let you know how low those temperatures will go for tomorrow morning coming up here in just a couple of minutes.
That works for cold temperatures and limbo.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Lisa. Where a booster dose of the Pfizer vaccine has been found to be highly effective against a deadly coronavirus. Pfizer says in a phase 3 trial, it found the dose to be almost 96% effective. Pfizer conducted the trial during a time when the highly contagious Delta variant was prevalent. The trial concluded more than 10,000 fully vaccinated people. In September, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration authorized a booster dose of the vaccine, and on Wednesday, it approved a mix and match approach, allowing those who got other vaccines to receive a booster dose. Well, the nation is dealing with an economic 1-2 punch, the ongoing crisis with the supply chain and soaring inflation, and together they're driving up prices for everything from gas to food. NBC's Tom Costello has details.
From checking out at the grocery store to filling up at the gas pump, we're all digging deeper in our wallets with prices on just about everything trending higher. Inflation for September matched June and July, the highest levels in 13 years. Billionaire investor Paul Tudor Jones warns it's likely here to stay.
And it's probably the single biggest threat to certainly financial markets and again, probably, I think, to society just in general.
A gallon of gas now averages $3.36, up 17 cents in a month, and $1.20 over the past year since the pandemic recession. The price of a used car has trended down in recent months, but still a 24% spike from last year. And it's a similar situation in grocery stores.
I'm on Social Security, so I have to be very frugal on what I buy, especially now. The prices are really gone up, really high.
In the past year, a gallon of milk is up 14 cents on average, a nearly 50-cent increase for a dozen eggs, and more than 60 cents for a pound of ground beef.
I've noticed everything is going up, even if it's like 20 cents, like 30 cents, everything has started going up a lot.
Rising food costs are also adding another challenge for the nation's restaurants, still struggling to recover from the pandemic setback. Tyler Aiken owns 2 restaurants in Philadelphia and serves as chef and partner at Le Cavalier in Wilmington. He says costs are up significantly for certain meats and equally critical kitchen staples like frying oil.
I know we were paying $25 for last year. is now in the $50 range.
Aiken says they've had to pass some of that cost on to their customers.
It can have a sticker shock effect for certain guests, but it's not an abuse of circumstance. It's just the reality that we're facing right now.
Now, scammers are pretending to be Amazon employees after have conned Americans out of $27 million from June of 2020 through June of this year. And about 96,000 people were affected by the scams. Under one of the scams, con artists would offer to refund people for a supposed unauthorized purchase. The typical victim lost $1,000. Southwest Airlines says its recent meltdown cost the airline $75 million. Southwest warned investors to expect some hits to its revenue this quarter. It pointed to problems earlier this month that led to the cancellations of more than 2,000 flights. The company's revenue also suffered due to the pandemic, and Southwest believes it lost $100 million in sales in August alone because of the surge and $200 million in sales in September. Overall, third quarter revenue for the airline is down compared to pre-pandemic levels, but it is up 161% compared to a year ago. Well, a fan of the NDSU Gold Star Marching Band wakes up to an exciting surprise this morning. Now, as long as he can remember, Isaac Sorensen has been a fan of the band. You can see him playing his trombone at the NDSU basketball and football games. Isaac's mom, Tanya, says that he is delayed in life, but has an unbelievable musical talent. He can hear music and play it, but he can't read it. The NDSU band decided to give back by waking him up this morning to his favorite songs, including "Oh Bison," "Hey Baby," and the NDSU fight song.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to definitely have a future member of the band, and to have him playing with us already is just great, and it'll help prepare him for later.
Well, the full details for that exciting story can be found on our website, valleynewslive.com. Well, straight ahead at noon, unemployment numbers are out and they are showing an improvement. But first, a pretty chilly day. Let's see what we can expect with Lisa Green.